What's up, everybody? It's Dom Universe. Now, I know I haven't made a video about world secrets or hidden knowledge in a long time, and today I got something special for y'all. So, I've been waiting a while to put this video out because I've been getting my information together. Now, I think y'all gonna love this video. So, also what I want y'all to do is pay attention to every word I say that has a C-A-N in it, right? This is about to be about, there's just a lot we about to talk about. Now listen. So first off, we're going to start with the origins of marijuana. Now marijuana, people think that marijuana came from this planet or it naturally, organically grew on this planet. Now if you look at the Dogon tribe, our Dogon ancestors, or look at what they believe in, or look at what they know, look at what their history tells and what they witnessed. They say, the Dogon tribe say, aliens, extraterrestrials came to this planet and brought marijuana from the Orion's belt. Orion's belt means heaven. That star constellation is where the Sirius star constellation is what I mean. Orion's belt is where the Sirius star constellation is. And then inside the Sirius star constellation, you have Canis Major and Canis Minor. Then you have these stars called Sirius A, Sirius B, and Sirius C. Now, they say that marijuana came from the Sirius B star. Sirius is where our creator Osiris is from. Osiris is one of the Anunnaki. Now, Osiris is also the god of vegetation. So he invented vegetation. Not only that, his wife is Isis, right? Now, we're going to get into that in a minute. Now, Canis Major is where Syrians are from. Syrians. So where do you hear the word Syrian also? Syrians who live in Syria, right? So Sirius and Syria got some similarities. They serve some let me slow down. They serve some significance to each other. Now, in the Bible, let's talk about the Bible right quick. So in the Bible, it talks about in the passage where it says there was a group of people called the Canaanites. These are the descendants of the Hamites. Now, these are Caucasians. Now, I told y'all, Caucasians most of them have no neuromelanin or no melanin pigmentation, period, and can't get energy from the sun. So back then, a group of Canaanites, not all Canaanites are Caucasian, but they are descendants of the Hamites. Now, anyway, these are the sons of Cain. There was a group of them who went against the laws of the universe, went against the laws of nature, and they got punished by God. Now, one thing I will say about the Bible is in many passages where it talks about God doing something or saying something, is not always talking about the same God. When they say God sometimes in the Bible, they're talking about either Isis, Osiris, the universe, or Satan, or Ptah. Now, because you got to remember, all religious information comes from the spiritual knowledge of ancient Egypt, Kemet, period. They come off the walls of Kemet in the pyramids. Now, if you also do your research on Egypt, it talks about Isis casting a curse upon some people. Now, God, in the Bible, it say God wanted these people killed by the other Canaanites, but they didn't do it. So these group of Canaanites who were going against the laws of the universe, who got punished, they got punished with something called cancer by Isis. Who is Isis? The god of the moon. What zodiac sign is ruled by the moon? Cancer, right? So, what else we got here? Cannabis was brought from Canis Major, which is where Isis and Osiris is from. It was brought from the Sirius star constellation to heal these people of their cancer. Now, one thing I will also say is these Syrians or these Canaanites their descendants are the people who are called Tanusians. These are people who they have the features of a melanated person, but they have no pigmentation. Some of them have blonde hair. They have pale skin, but they are considered black, and they live in Africa. They also live in Syria. Syrians, right? If you a person who come from Sirius, you are a Syrian. I mean, if your soul, your spirit, your soul comes from the Sirius star constellation, you are a Syrian. The people who live in Syria here are called Syrians, right? The Syrians actually give praise to Isis. Now, another thing is they call Isis Marie. What is another word for cannabis? Marijuana. Now, see, this is going to transition into dogs, right? But this is also why some Caucasians have like sharp teeth. They have canine teeth, right? Let me show y'all something. Look at this. Because people seem to not think that humans can be genetically spliced with animals. Wait a minute. Where is it? Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there in this area. And then, see, another thing is people can be genetically spliced with different people got genetically spliced with different animals. See, they think that this stuff right here is all genetic defects, birth defects. This is all genetic splicing with different animals, bro. You see that? Dude got dog DNA inside of him. People growing tails, people being born with fins. They don't even have genitals. So how is that? You know what? But yeah, you got people being who are genetically spliced into creation. Some of us are genetically spliced with different animals. Some of us, the chosen ones, just so happen to be genetically spliced with reptilian DNA. Now, moving on. So, we talked about Agartha, right? I know y'all miss me talking about Agartha. A lot of y'all been telling me to talk about Agartha for a while. Now, have y'all seen the movie Underworld? If y'all have, then y'all gonna understand or overstand what I'm about to get into right now. So if you seen like Underworld, Twilight, Agartha, you see they have vampires versus werewolves. Now, a thing I told y'all in one of my videos about Inner Earth and Agartha, I told y'all they have werewolves. Werewolves do exist. People have not been spotting these for no reason. Like, y'all see people record videos of cryptids and all different types of creatures we don't see in our life, and people think it's fake. You know, almost every day we are discovering new animals, right? It's animals on this planet we haven't even seen. So if you think that werewolves don't exist, you got life fucked up. You need to reevaluate yourself. You need to reevaluate life. You have to have an open mind and know that anything is possible. You got to realize people who put werewolves on TV and movies and cartoons, they have to have got the idea of a werewolf from somewhere. So that tells you what? A werewolf was genetically spliced into existence with the mitochondria DNA of a human in the nucleus of a dog. Either that way or vice versa. The nucleus of a human and the mitochondria of a dog. Now, werewolves. See, they say all dogs go to heaven, but I told y'all we live in hell. We live in a planet ruled by Satan. We are under the Saturnian moon matrix. Saturn used to be Earth's sun. Saturn is casting its light upon our moon. Our moon is casting its light upon us. We are made out of 70 or 93% water. The moon affects our body, period, whether you realize it or not. The moon is feminine. It pulls the tides on this planet. It affects our body. It's in space. It's a star. We are made out of stardust. Stars are made out of light. Water is light. It just looks the way it do on this planet because we are in a lower dimension. It is more dense than it should be. Water is just light. If we saw water up there in space, it would look like a star. Now, moving on, so we have the dog star up in the sky, Canis, right? Canis. So, where was I about to go here? I told y'all the Hindus, the Hebrews, they believe in the underworld. They believe in Agartha, it being an inner earth on this planet. Since we live in the third dimension, which is at the bottom of the list, which is at the bottom, like hell is at the bottom, under, bottom, when there are many dimensions, we are in the third. We are in the densest fucking dimension. We are in a place where Saturn gets a kick out of us, where he is in more power than he has ever been, where he is able to feed off of fear. And y'all get the fucking point. We are in the Matrix. So in this movie Underworld, which is, see, in Greece they say underworld is ruled by Hades. Hades is the god of the underworld. In Hebrew they call the underworld Hades. I told y'all it's many creatures in what's it called? I told y'all it's many creatures in Agartha. Many religions believe in Agartha. Many religions know about Agartha. Our Bible talks about it being an underworld. Our Bible even says, literally in bold, not even, I ain't gonna say bold, it even tells you in the Bible, Satan is the ruler of this world. A planet is a world. This is the world that they was talking about in the Bible, right? But this is not a bad thing. This is not something you should be scared of. This is not something to freak out about, right? Dogs are this is why in Hercules, they have a dog down there in hell called Cerberus with 3 heads. Dogs are, I'm not going to say dogs are bad. They're not bad. But they are actually meant to be protectors. They kill. When you have a dog and you getting attacked by either a human or a dog, your dog's first instinct is to kill, right? Is to protect its fucking owner, right? That is the point of a dog. That's what dogs are for. They love their fucking owner. When a dog sees its owner, when they come home from work, their brain releases I want to say oxytocin, a hormone that is very similar to what a human feels when they're in love. So dogs, this is where you get the word pit bull, like a bull, like bull horns, or bulldog, or this where you get the word hellhound. Werewolves live in Agartha. I'm not saying they be down there killing people or nothing, but I know that Agartha, people in Agartha have a more strong spiritual connection to their wildlife. Now, moving on. Vampires. See, Vladimir, if y'all ever read about Vladimir the Impaler, or the one they call Dracula, I mean, this man was a vampire, but then you have actual vampires in this life that also live up here on this surface of the planet, and they live in Agartha. They have pale skin. These people are called Khazarian Jews. They don't get cold. They like to be in cold weather. This is why in Twilight they have pale skin. This is why they normally have pale skin, period. This is why they skin be gleaming in the sun on Twilight. This is why they can't stand the sun. This is why vampires and werewolves come out when the moon is out. This is why wolves howl at the moon. This is why they like to get blood. They like blood. They like to absorb your aura. They're energy vampires, right? Your aura weak when your aura getting absorbed, when your energy getting absorbed. So there's a guy called Don Henry who is an actual Khazarian Jew. He is a vampire. You can look him up. This man actually consumes blood, and he knows the spiritual benefits it give you when he consumes blood. He consumes blood without even, he be consuming it. I'm pretty sure he consumes it in more ways than just physically. But he knows what blood does to you, and he be consuming blood. So that means he has to get blood from humans. So what you think this dude is? A fucking demon. Now anyway, yeah. So what else I got here? So moving on. You have the blood moon. That blood moon, see, you remember a couple years ago when the blood moon came? Well, I'm going to just say this. When you look at the blood moon, when it's a blood moon, people tend to act off of animal instinct. This is why in movies, there are fucking werewolves howling at the moon. You become more in your animal instinct. See, the moon affects our mood. Mood, it affects our mood. It's associated with emotions and feelings. You got to learn about astrology. Astrology serves hella significance in our life. Our ancestors practiced astrology. Our life, our fucking entire existence comes from up there. Everything came from up there, out of space. Metal comes from outer space. Every resource we have on this planet came from outer space. Iron came from Mars. Sometimes they call Mars blood red. They say it represents your blood. We also have iron in our blood. I told y'all the man DNA, the man gender was genetically spliced on Mars. Mars means has something that is associated with Moors. We are Moors, right? Isis and Osiris genetically spliced Moors on Mars. They genetically spliced us on Mars. But yeah, when you getting your blood absorbed though, or your aura, you got to remember your aura is gleaming, and the source of your aura comes from your blood. That's why in Spanish, the word gold is oro. We have gold in our blood. The initials for the component element gold is AU. When you look at the element of gold, the initial is AU, short for aura. When you look at the word gold in Latin, it's aurum. But I do feel like, right, because y'all got to realize something. Since this is a dog planet, this is a doggy dog world, I'm not going to say, you got to remember, since this is an underworld, and Anubis, who is biologically Satan's son, the god on the pyramids with the dog head, he's actually the guardian of the underworld. So what does that tell you he's the guardian of? Planet Earth. He guards the gates of the underworld. And when you die, you have to go visit him to get your heart weighed on the fucking the Libra scale. Get your heart weighed versus a feather. The feather of Ma'at. It's the scales of Ma'at. You get your heart weighed. Now, all this ties in together. See, this the thing about this information. All this information be getting thrown in our face. And we don't realize it. See, it's up to you to pay attention, because y'all ever see on the internet, people don't like to speak out about this. Life is a game. So it's like if somebody was to be trying to tell you the information, it's like giving the answer. It's like cheating. That's why certain people be not wanting to say certain stuff on camera. But you know, I'm going to give y'all the answer. I'm going to help y'all, because that's what I do. And my pineal gland open. I'm a service to humans. I'm a service to other people. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Any questions about this? This all ties into Agartha, by the way. This is all about inner earth, hollow earth, Agartha. It's all the same thing. What else? Before I end this video, let me see. But yeah, this is all written in stone. This is all ancient knowledge. I love ancient knowledge. My life destiny number is 7. This is why I'm into all this this hidden knowledge and stuff, this occultism. I know I said it was because I got Jupiter in the 8th house. I looked at my damn natal chart and found out I actually got Jupiter in the 10th house. So yeah, but anyway, that's pretty much it. Down the universe taking off. I love you all. Any questions? Like, subscribe, message me if you have any questions. What else was I about to say? I'm trying to remember. Oh, I will be making more videos about like this, because I know y'all like this. I've been making more videos about stuff that help people, esoteric stuff, spirit realm. But I've been learning a lot about this hidden knowledge. I've been learning a lot about Agartha, world secrets, and I think y'all should know about it. And I'm gonna be dropping more frequently because I feel like lately I haven't been dropping as much. But that's pretty much it. Dom Universe taking off. I love you all. Like, subscribe. Peace.